What's going on, YouTube? You about to react to Omezzy. This PlaqueboyMax situation just got sad. If you know PlaqueboyMax, he was at Streamer University and OJ got on his ass about acting zesty, called him a demon. But we finna get into that, see what happened after his niggas damn near jumped OJ. So let's get into it.
You're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? You're a demon.
That shit, Lil, you can say what you want. You can say how you feel about it. That shit fly. Like, that shit inspired me. Feel me? I fuck with everything about what Max is doing. That shit hit the way he styled himself. I fuck with that shit heavy. You feel me? Niggas can say what they want about that shit.
You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil.
All that.
You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body. I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that.
You can see the way Max. I ain't never seen Max get that quiet. Period, nigga. In years, I ain't never seen him get that. That shit must have hit him. And beyond that, like, you can feel some type of way about how a nigga dress and shit, but that don't give you no right to call a nigga a demon. Like, I don't fuck with the whole religious niggas trying to force that shit on other people.
Okay, I'm ready for this one. Streamer University is the first time that a lot of these streamers have been able to run across each other. People that are supposed to be considered peers are able to address and confront all of the feelings and things that they've had about their compadres in the industry. It's also a time to get off a clip farm in and of it all, but we can talk about that at a little later of a time. But streamer OJ Suave, or I'm hoping that's how you pronounce his name, homophobic laden rain.
And hold on, who is this nigga to be talking about being zesty, bro? Look at the shit you got on your hair. Look at the fit you got on. This some shit my grandma wear, bro. You got fucking pearls on your jacket. You nobody be talking about niggas acting too zesty.
I'm hoping that's how you pronounce his name. Homophobic laden rant that he gave to PlaqueboyMax really was weird to me. It struck a nerve. Mind you, there are a bunch of streamers on this campus, so you're not gonna get too many opportunities to say what you want to say. And OJ took the time to talk about holy oil, parents, disappointment in PlaqueboyMax, and him selling his soul. Now, naturally, PlaqueboyMax was emotional about this confrontation. And for what it's worth, I think that this is the jumping off point for a good conversation about streamer mental health, how nobody really gives a damn, and how there are so many underlying issues in the streaming community as a whole.
I feel like a lot of niggas from the viewer side feel like you a streamer, you're one of the most popping niggas, you get to fucking play games and have fun for a living and make millions, and they think like, all right, fuck the mental health shit. Like, you make money and shit, and it's like, just as much money as they make, they have niggas online telling them to do all types of crazy shit. So
if you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long way for the channel. We are walking down 200,000 subscribers, and it would be great if you came along with me. Now, back into the video.
Are you going to tell your son that you are a diva? That is an abomination, man.
I'm not going to lie, when he said that shit, that shit had me crying. Like, I was laughing at that. I can't imagine nigga older talking about something like, yo, nigga talking about some, oh, I'm a diva to my son.
I'm not proud of you. I'm proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin.
Do niggas know who OJ is? I ain't never heard of him before this.
Start with D. Diddy.
To say that this clip was weird would honestly be an understatement, especially when you consume all 3 minutes of the rant. It's pretty hard to digest because it just drug on for too long. PlaqueboyMax approached OJ not in a way of confrontation, but a way of complimenting him. This was right after the Streamer University fashion show, and as two fashion guys on the streaming side of the
both of these niggas are in the same lane. Damn near got the same fucking fit on. Got the same piercings and shit. I don't know why he coming out. It makes sense if this was some pastor or some shit, but you're not gonna come out here with these fucking Cyclops ass frames you got on and try to preach to a nigga.
On the streaming side of the internet. It would make sense for them to have some sort of moment. And apparently they do go way back. And instead of, I don't know, maybe meeting Max's good energy with your good energy, OJ decided to go on to this long, and I do mean long rant about how Max being a diva was disappointing to his family, his fans, his identity. He was a sellout. How was he going to be able to face his kid? Literally used the words abomination and all this other stuff like like that. It's crazy. And Max brushed this off in the beginning because, hey, we're doing this on camera. For the most part, streamer rules go, if it's on camera, it's supposed to be lighthearted. We're not having real serious conversations, but OJ decided to double down in it.
When you keep pushing that barrier and time passes, what happens? What next? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, man.
I never seen that fucking sad.
Change the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue.
It got spiritual. We started calling it demonic and all these other things. And what clearly felt like a private conversation was held online. OJ accused Max of being confused, pushing a fake person, chasing clips and engagement, disappointing.
And I don't get that shit, Max being fake. That nigga been gay. He been gay since day one, nigga. Since he was in his mom crib, nigga been shaking ass on camera. Everybody seen the Duke clip. So I don't know what you mean. This nigga, if anything, he's less gay now.
All these different things. And on the back end of it, he praised Max's talents, saying that he didn't need a persona to make people happy and enjoy him and all of these things like that, which may be OJ's intended message in it of it all, but he didn't need to come in this homophobic laden rant that OJ decided to get off on stream. Part of what's strange in this to me is that he's claiming that he's coming to Max in a genuine perspective, but you can see that it's not being received well. Max looks totally uncomfortable as this big...
I don't feel like this shit was genuine. Like, he might have felt some type of way about this shit, like, personally. I don't feel like he wanted the best for Max coming at him like
Jamaican man towers over him and is berating him about the lifestyle choices that he made, saying things like demonic, saying things like his parents would be disappointed, even if they were friends, which I don't really think that they are. That's probably not the best way to go about doing that. I don't know. Now, eventually, PlaqueboyMax would get tired of this and would remove himself from the situation and walk away. But what happened after this showed how Max felt about the whole interaction. It wasn't some sort of what happened after this showed how Max...
You're not gonna come out here talking about you gay this. You got your whole ass out, gang. Stop. Stop, bro.
Max felt about the whole interaction. It wasn't some sort of joke. He took this pretty doggone seriously.
I'm gonna end my stream. I don't really want to chill with niggas. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time.
The whole interaction between OJ ranting at him and then PlaqueboyMax delivering this message lasted about 7-ish minutes in total view time. And at no point in that did Max use any of that to turn this into some sort of content. He left his stream earlier than he planned. And I think that matters because normally Max knows how to improv. That's what streaming is about. Taking a bad situation and flipping it into a good one. This time, he appeared to be emotionally exhausted. Max explained that he was tired of people creating these fake narratives about him because of how he expresses himself. People regularly use his fact.
Nigga just gonna hit on you once you get clout. That's all it is. Like, if you was doing this shit at 100K, 200, 500K subs, niggas not be on his ass like this because this is what he's been doing. But now, because feel me, he touring, doing music, got like 2 million on YouTube. One of the biggest Twitch streamers. Now niggas want to get on his ass.
His mannerisms, his tattoos, his personality, his emotional openness, and turn those things into an assumption about his identity or authenticity, and more importantly, his sexuality.
This is me, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might test some shit. Niggas get cold, bro. Think I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me.
That's how it always
don't care.
And OJ's comments repeated many of those accusations directly to Max's face. Max, once again, was told that he was playing some sort of character rather than simply expressing himself. His reaction was therefore not only about what happened during those 3 minutes, it represented the exhaustion of repeatedly being faced with this sort of criticism about the way that he has been portrayed.
I don't even know where this shit came from, too. I feel like niggas always feel like if you're not the straightest nigga on camera, you trying to push an agenda to the kids. I don't know where that shit started from.
Portraying himself on social media. And I think that all of this is extremely funny because this is happening while at a Kai Cenat sponsored event who went through some of the same things as he was going through changes. And most people and streamers stood up for him. But I guess
like all these niggas are doing the same shit. The nigga Kai got big niggas saying he's faking his personality now. They been the same way the whole time. just once you get clout, it's like niggas gotta hate.
Because the change wasn't necessarily about, or could be questioning his sexual identity and preferences. It goes a little bit different. I just find it strange that people defended Kai in these moments, but don't also defend Max in these same exact moments of going through this great change in life. And this didn't ring off with a lot of people. Let me be extremely clear. Once the campus saw how this interaction affected Max, they began confronting OJ about it, and rightfully so.
Max was so excited to see OJ. It was like, yo, you're fit hard. Well, he went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. He been happy this entire time. And then he started crying, gang.
Nigga, I had on the wig today. I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling a nigga what he could do or can't do.
No, like, you don't get, that nigga OJ don't get no shit out of this. He told Max this, and then what? Like, he still went to sag his pants, gang. Like, I don't understand what niggas be feeling.
As soon as I start leaving, I see Max start crying, people making fun of other people. I don't like that. I'm 5-star, nigga. This is university. We all supposed to be coming together. I'm on my way. Max, spark that stream, man.
Kai openly said he did not enjoy or like how OJ had this conversation with a happy PlaqueboyMax. Tylil and DDG came to his defense. The core boys described OJ's interactions as weird. And there's so many things wrong with the way that he went about doing this. Let's say that OJ actually did feel like these things were an issue with PlaqueboyMax. It seems as though they have more of a line of communication than you or I would. So let's reach.
You could have talked to him any fucking time. You just want to talk to him from the camera. That's fake as shit. That's fake as shit.
Let's have a private conversation and maybe we can come to a better understanding. But to do this long, drawn out, 3-minute rant about this situation to somebody who is visibly uncomfortable about the things that you are saying is really, really odd and really, really strange. Not to mention the homophobic piece of it all. But what makes this worse to me is that OJ didn't just miss the mark one time and then, you know, say that, hey, my bad, I fucked up. I probably...
No, that nigga doubled down on that shit. He said, and what? Suck my, or he said, you don't give a fuck. He said, what am I gonna do? Apologize? Like, da. He said what he said, and that's, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect nothing different. Like, if a nigga gonna do that in the first place, he gonna stand on it regardless, but it's
go
crazy.
Back and do it better. When he was confronted about these situations, how he stood in the fire to me really got under my skin.
You went up to him, exactly. Yeah. So you bullied him first, right?
Okay, are we gonna have a conversation here, or are you gonna walk to me and walk away? Because I'm a person with multiple perspectives.
Okay, so there could be multiple perspectives, but you still don't disrespect somebody like that. At the end of the day, that's still highly rude. If you got a problem, keep it to yourself, boo. If you don't respect nobody, then you don't get respect for yourself.
Oh, Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you. Obviously,
okay,
you coming up there pressing him. Okay, you're a human being bullying other human beings over somebody that didn't do nothing. Bullying. He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
Perceive it as bullying. Max.
See, that's why I fuck wardrobe too. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas just met and he's standing like this for his roommate. That shit tough.
Fucked away. If Max felt away, I've been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away. Everybody talks about streaming.
Nigga, that's not a fucking reason. What is he talking about? You trying to say Max should have said some shit back? Nigga, bro. That's not a reason to do what you did regardless, bro.
When I'm talking to somebody, I'm just talking to them.
Now, OJ is 1,000% wrong. And not because he's arguing with Wardrobe, who is like 17. And I think that Wardrobe has a little bit more invested into this conversation because he has more skin in the game than the average person coming to defend Max. But claiming he's not bullying Max based off of his own perception is probably what a bully would do, to be quite honest with you. Hey, I'm not being mean to you. That's just something that you perceive. How can you make that judgment about if you are being mean or bullying somebody as the one that is administering the meanness or the bullyingness? You're telling them how they should basically receive your words and how they should feel. That's silly. That's crazy. I don't even understand that concept. It's that gaslighting from that old world. It's crazy. And then too, to make it seem as though, hey, I was having a conversation with Max when you sat there for 3 straight minutes and talked to him uninterrupted. A conversation by definition is an interactive, informal exchange of thoughts, ideas, feelings, or
it's not a conversation. You didn't ask him no question. You just got that nigga dick, yelled at him, and then talk shit and left.
Information between two or more people. Unlike rigid lectures or transactional directives, it relies on spontaneous, mutual participation to build social connections and share perspectives. The problem with what OJ did is that it was one-sided. It was more of the lecture, like this definition or any other definition, whether it be by a dictionary or lay would say, it requires two people to be talking. You were talking at him. You were lecturing him about the things that he was doing being wrong.
Yeah, and like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Come on, gang. You about 6'5", one arm on the shoulder, eyes locked in. He not even making eye contact. You thought this was a conversation? No, this is how niggas look when they dead about to whoop their ass, gang. You got the same lip biting shit. I'm not making fun of, bro. I'm just saying it's not a conversation, gang.
Disappointing him. This wasn't a sharing of ideas or perspectives. So don't get mad after, or don't then spin it after 3 minutes of talking directly at somebody about all the things that they were doing, how it's demonic, not a joke, how they needed to be bathed in holy oil, not a joke. I don't understand how this is some sort of conversation. Let me come back down. And you would think that OJ would walk back this stance, put a pause in his thought process, and maybe go back and look at that interaction, reflect, maybe form a new opinion or methodology or method about going about doing these things after the interaction with Wardrobe. But no, as the night goes on, more people come up to him, and the way that he dances around.
Not even the night, like beyond that, the next day, next morning, niggas on his ass. He was still standing 10 toes though. I can't respect that, but I gotta respect that.
Boy, he must have been on Dancing with the Stars before.
I say you're not the diva, you're a demon. That don't represent you. I said, Max, I'm proud of you. You doing your thing, don't sell your soul. This not you. You don't gotta express yourself in that manner.
I done seen this nigga like 4 times. Every single clip he hating. He hating on somebody. All the time. He was hating on Duke, saying he need to stay in his crib, stop getting hoes. He was hating on Rage, talking about some, our niggas gay. He been doing this shit. That's his whole thing.
He said that you lying, you call Max a demon?
Yeah, it's a demon. It's a demon.
He said,
but I'm saying it in a Jamaican accent. Max, you're a demon.
So even in that monologue by multiple people, it was exposed how he was, in the retelling of the tale, manipulating what he said to Max. He sat there trying to convince this group of people that him using words like demonic and calling Max specifically a demon and saying that he needed to be bathed in the holy oil as some sort of Jamaican humor. He also believed that he was giving PlaqueboyMax some sort of genuine advice. This context that he was trying to provide was that he was not trying to tear Max down, but trying to build him back up to be the old person that he was. What, the 19-year-old Max who was screaming up and down on
niggas is never gonna
the explanation
be old
does
like
not
that,
change
bro.
the interaction and how it was received by the person that you were trying to give this quote-unquote advice to. Max went totally silent, walked away, and ended his stream. Almost everyone around felt that they needed to defend him, could clearly see what was wrong with this, but
that's what I love though. Like niggas love Max. This whole streamer community, that niggas clown and shit like that. But I feel like the streamers in this shit really fuck with Max because he changed the game and he's authentic. Like he just him and he preach positivity. Some shit that this nigga OJ
explain
just
his
don't do.
perspective, but the impact explains how everyone's reaction was. I think the hardest part was simply not that Max was misunderstood yet again. That was gonna happen, but it was where the misunderstanding came from.
Y'all don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. That corny. You just think how the next nigga think. Don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me.
That's why niggas fuck with Max.
That shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love.
That's why you got the biggest cult in streamer
don't matter,
world
bro.
right now.
Why don't we just love each other, bro? Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
For what it's worth, Max has dealt with internet speculations for years. Strangers have always been coming up to him, constantly questioning about who he is because he does not express himself in the way that the traditional male streamer would do. And we'll get into that in just 2 seconds. Do not worry. And don't get me wrong, online criticism is harmful still, but there's ultimately a distance between PlaqueboyMax or ex-streamer and the anonymous account.
Yeah, I mean, it's different when like it's like a random nigga online because it's like you used to that shit. Like since you started, niggas been on your dick. But if it's one of your friends, a nigga you would call your friend, your homeboy, somebody that you might be even a little bit close to, and they come like you with that, it's like, damn, who else around me not fucking with me like that? Who else around me like feel this way? Because them niggas don't know you. The strangers, the viewers, the niggas who know you, they talk like that and it's like hit you harder. It's like if You know what I'm saying? Like
accounts that are commenting on it. But this situation is different. OJ was another student standing directly in front of him. Max had approached him respectfully and appeared to view him as some sort of peer. Hearing those same narratives as someone who is supposed to be closely aligned with your thought processes, ideology, in an environment that is supposed to be about expression, because hell, that's what streaming and content creation is all about, kind of hits a little bit deeper. I'm not saying that Max is gay when I say this, but it's almost like going to the gay club and then getting called out for being gay. Like, damn, we can't be gay at the gay club. Where can we be gay? For what it's worth,
that is a crazy comparison. You comparing the gay club? Where you could have said anything. You could have said literally anything. You could have named basketball. You could have put a sport up there. You put the gay club. Come on, gang. You got to do better.
So Streaming University has been like the best environment for PlaqueboyMax and other streamers. It's been a place where they can create, build bonds, you know, support other creators, be accepted around most of the campus, and appear genuinely happy.
Y'all can hear me now? Wardrobe. Play your favorite song and then start. You got to read off people saying hey to you in your chat and say hey back. That's called a roll call.
Wait, excuse me.
The relationship that PlaqueboyMax and his gay roommate Wardrobe has been very fun and entertaining to watch. But that's what makes this confrontation feel just much more disruptive. This is a space that has allowed Max to relax, enjoy himself, and suddenly it's become another place where he can have these confrontations and assumptions about who he is. And what makes it so strange to me, I hate playing this game, but I'm using this point to prove why this game is so stupid, why people shouldn't play it, all these different things like that. Assumptions only make an ass out of me and you. So when people are talking about,
you said assumptions only make an ass out of me and you.
What you look like and what you dress like, and placing these narratives on you, ultimately the tables will turn because somebody can then make an assumption out of you or on you about what you were doing. OJ made this conversation surrounding PlaqueboyMax where he was using his homophobic banter, and while doing so, he had barrettes in his hair, right? While doing so, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This thing got like 6 ear piercings, gang. You did this shit 20 years ago. You would have been the Bati boy. Come on, gang. You have jewelry in your hair, bro. Can't be coming like this.
Colorful barrettes in his hair. He had these colorful wide-legged pants on with all these patches and swatches. And for what it's worth, if you just do a quick scroll on his social media pages, he dresses in a sense that I'm pretty sure, please, people in the comment section that can verify, the ancestors would question him a little bit. And trust me,
like, this not the same nigga who was just talking about you moving gay. Come on, gang. Those my little sister's pants. That's my little sister blanket right here. You're not slick, gang. Be serious, bro.
We're here at the Unemployed News Network. We do not care about any of that stuff. I believe personally, as a real Atlanta nigga, a real dressing nigga from Atlanta, if you don't get,
you know, he in the crib. I'm gonna let it slide. Really, he probably trolling this way.
The gay accusations, at least at one point in your life, then you've never really been dressing. Like, you've never really had the ability to put that shit on, right? You've never really experimented with your look. But that's just how treacherous the assumption game can go. And if you truly cared about somebody, I don't know, potentially selling their soul, because that could be a real deal concern, you wouldn't make content out of it all. And then when you have conversations later on about
really
the same situation, you're claiming that everybody else is making content about it. But it's the same thing that you were doing. I really have a problem with this, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell.
So I'm present. Everybody else,
like, come on, gang. I don't even know what a call is. You got a purple fit on, rainbow glasses. Nigga look like he dressed for Spy Kids. Like, come on, bro.
They eat dick. What can I do other than apologize if I wanted to? Niggas don't like me, they don't like me. But I'll apologize to somebody's face before, oh, chat, I'm so sorry, please forgive me and like me. Yeah, I'm God. You did some wild shit. Everybody here did some wild shit. You are a horrendous human.
He keeps saying, cause I'm on bullshit and y'all been on bullshit, it's okay. No, nigga, it's not that shit.
Man, your birthplace shit, man.
You are shit. You're a compressed Bitmoji. Look at your nose.
You're canceled, bitch.
Look at your...
This nigga, like, gotta be pushing 40 moving like this. You talking to a, 16, 17, You talking to a 17-year-old nigga like this? You way too old, James Harden.
Stuff the chicken in your mouth, boy.
Yeah, now he's trying to save face. God, that was tough. The thing about it is that PlaqueboyMax was having a great time at Streamer University, Kai Cenat Streamer University. Kai Cenat, who just came off of a break from streaming because of all of the online assumptions and narratives and rhetoric and things that people were building up off of little to no information. And in fact, in his first stream back, he talked about one, how those things impacted him, and then two, how he handled all these moments and how detrimental it was and how wrong these things were, etc., etc. He also acknowledged all the peers that helped him get through that moment. And so that's why I think it's just extremely weird that at Kai Cenat's event, his first event back from taking a long hiatus from streaming because of mental health being impacted by all the online narratives and rhetoric based off of his actions, you have OJ Suave coming to Streamer University and doing the same things that Kai Cenat said impacted his mental health to PlaqueboyMax, but in real life on a deeper and grander scale. A peer, somebody who is also expressive with their clothing and their choice of words and all this other stuff like that. Again, an analogy expected only for furthering the point. You never expect to be called the homophobic slur at the gay club. Like, wow, mind blowing. This is why I think this situation hits a little bit harder, is because one, it came from somebody who had a relationship with Max. They could have had this conversation offline. If this was truly plaguing him, there was a different way to approach this. But two, this isn't some online person saying X. This isn't some, hey, I'm out in the street and I can't control Y type of situation, like when he got ran up on in New York about his hair.
As you expect it from ignorant niggas, like New York niggas, 90% of New York. But when it's from your mans, that's when it hurts.
So I'm gonna do it again, then again, then again, and you gonna stay mad. You going up to a grown man telling him how to do his hairs.
I'll never understand why niggas are so bothered by another nigga's hair and that nigga's fit. That nigga's like, I'll never understand it. But that's the video, y'all. If y'all enjoyed, please like and subscribe. We got more reactions on the way. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.